Why does ownership need to be created? We've mentioned that it is the way to build an effective and positive professional culture. But let's sit here and really break it down. The first aspect of creating ownership is responsibility. 75% of all employees across varying industries want and crave more responsibility. If you have 75% of your agency that is looking for more responsibility, why wouldn't you give it to them? Go ahead and give them the additional responsibility, and now it's your job to fuel it. Go ahead and ignite that so they can enjoy the responsibility. That is how they will begin to create ownership. The next level is impact. Most people that join law enforcement or even military are doing so for the bigger picture results. They want to have an impact on society, on their community. They are coming from a level of service. If they're not feeling like they are impactful on a daily basis, they will start to lose the respect, the pride, and the fulfillment that they were seeking in the profession in the first place. Next, we're looking at productivity. Now, don't confuse productivity with busy work. You have to be effective in the work that you are actually contributing to the agency and to the community you're serving. So go ahead and look at what are the tasks at hand, how efficiently are they being achieved, and is there fulfillment and a feeling of success at the end of being productive? That ties right into fulfillment. Across every industry, most employees are simply looking for fulfillment. They have fulfillment possibly at home, maybe in hobbies, but what they are doing most of the time, going to work day in and day out, if they do not have a high level of satisfaction, which from our earlier stats we saw is definitely a pain point for law enforcement currently, if they don't have that level of satisfaction, then they will never feel like they are having enough of an impact, they're being productive enough, or that they can partake in ownership of the agency. That ties right along with pride. And then lastly, I want to talk about aligning work, goals, and purpose. Now, this is most important for the millennial generation. You may wonder why millennials are always asking why. They have been trained to respond to having an impact, to being fulfilled, and if they are questioning a task or the way a policy or procedure is being laid in front of them, it's because they are seeking alignment between work, goals, and purpose. It is our job and a supervisor's job to make sure that the alignment is seen on all levels throughout the culture and throughout the agency. Now, how do we improve the statistics here? I mentioned them briefly, but ownership and its benefits directly correlate to the statistics previously discussed. The pride factor, only 58% currently feel proud. We need to take control of that, and we need to do it with ownership. As you start to have a trickle-down effect of fulfillment, responsibility, impact, that level of pride will begin to increase. Fulfillment, let's improve the 25% and 15% who currently are highly satisfied. We have massive gains to make there, so that needs to be one of the focal points as we move forward. And responsibility. Improve the 37% who currently have responsibilities clearly communicated. Do they actually have a lack of responsibility, or is it just a miscommunication from supervisor to employee? Let's go ahead and focus on aligning work, goals, and purpose, regardless of which generation we're serving. But don't forget, almost 70% of the workforce are now millennials. Let's feed that massive percentage and always align work, goals, and purpose for everyone involved in the agency. This will produce the culture that is most effective and positive for your agency.